What up, Star Citizens? So this is your boy Raptor Spiritus coming at you with another one. So I decided to get another paint. I do believe this one is the Lumina one. This is a beautiful paint. Now I will say, in the when you look at it on the website, these orange parts look a little bit brighter. It's probably just due to the lighting, but look at that. I like that reflectiveness. It's very pretty. It really just makes the ship look really, really nice. And reality is that as a stealth ship, I think with this paint, because it's like whenever from certain angles it's a little bit darker, like you see where it's all shadowy, it kind of like gets dark. I think it would help it be a little bit more hidden whenever you're flying around in the burst. As long as you're not in like some direct sunlight, you can it gives you a little bit of a camouflage, to kind of, disappear into the background, make it a little bit harder to see. I love this ship. Now, let's talk about some of the things that people are saying about the ship. So the first one is, what's the use of it? Okay, yes, this ship is not a medium ship. It's not like the Corsair. It's not like the Constellations. It's not like the Asgard. Any of those ships, if you're looking for something that hauls SEU, like large numbers of SEU, the Asgard holds 180. This Corsair holds 76, I do believe. I'm not sure what the Constellation is. I know it's a pretty good bit. It's somewhere around the Corsair size, maybe a little bit more. There are plenty of other medium ships that will carry more RMC. The Cutlass carries more, RMC, but carries more SEU. The Cutlass carries more SEU. And any of those ships, they're probably a lot better priced than this is. So really and truly, if you're looking for a dedicated cargo carrier for a medium ship, this is not it. This is for people who, number one, love the Prowler. They love the alien ships. They love what it represents. They love what it can do. Now, when you say what it can do, it's supposed to be stealthy. So if you look at some of the other sites like Urkel, it'll have a lower heat and lower electrical field number. So the number is a lot lower. Obviously the cross section is a little bit wide because of these beautiful wings, especially when it's in flight mode. So yes, it has a pretty big cross section. I think it's like 10, but everything else is under 5 for the heat and for the electromagnetic field that goes around it, from emanating from the components. So it's for people have to understand, everybody's gameplay is different. Not everybody wants a straight dedicated cargo ship. Sometimes people want something that's a little more versatile. Now the one thing I liked about this is that you notice from like what CIG's been doing lately. So I'll take the Asgard for example. The Asgard was something similar. The Asgard stems from the Valkyrie. If you know what the Valkyrie is a personnel transport, right? I do believe it has like 20 drop seats in it. You can put vehicles in it, but its cargo hold isn't super big. And so what they did with the Valkyrie was they made it to where it holds heavy vehicles. All the vehicles, the ground vehicles, can get inside of this thing. The Spartan vehicles, which is like the ballista, they all fit inside the Asgard, correct? And then of course anything else smaller than that'll fit. All the tanks, everything. But it's not a personnel transport. Now they made it to where it's a 2-person transport with 2 extra jump seats in case you have to have personnel that is maybe driving the ground vehicle separately. It is a heavy vehicle dropship. It's not a personnel dropship. And on top of that, because the cargo space in the hangar is so big for the Asgard, it's got 180 SCU. And I heard somewhere someone put 300 SCU inside of that thing. They crammed it in there. So it has multiple roles, right? This ship has only 32 SU. Now people are like, that's not a lot. Now that's actually on par with the Zeus. The Zeus has the same, and the Zeus has similar armaments. It has 2 size 4s and 2 size 3s, I do believe, for the turret. And this is for the ES and the CL. Now we're not including the Marquis in this because the Marquis is not even out. But the short end of it is that this ship is different, but for the ES, I do believe, yeah, the ES has the same amount of cargo space as 32 SCU for its cargo. Same thing as the Prowler, but the Prowler is stealthier. That's the whole point. It's not meant to be a huge cargo hauler. Just because it hauls cargo, it didn't say it was the Prowler cargo ship. It says Prowler utility, right? I think this is where, you know, the wording's a little bit differently. It hauls 32 SCU. So if you want to, for instance, go sell some drugs, right? You want, and obviously, if people see that you have drugs, because people are gonna scan your ship, especially if you have to go to Pyro and you're coming back to Stanton. People are gonna scan your ship as you're heading to the gate, and if they see that you got something delicious on there, like some stems or, you know, some slam or any oxytocin, any of that stuff, they're gonna probably try to jump you because that's worth a lot of money in Stanton. So it's good to have something that's a little bit more stealthier, so you have a better chance of getting it to Stanton and less chance of you getting scanned. Now, if you guys remember, some of you old heads said they've been playing Star Citizen for a while. I've only been playing for 3 years, but I've noticed a couple of different things that I don't see now that I used to see all the time. And Stanton, there used to be random patrols that would scan your ship. And something that's stealthy like this, you're probably less likely, if they bring that back, to get stopped. Again, it's for hauling things you don't want people to see. And they're probably going to make missions where you can do that. So, again, what's the purpose? It's to stealthily haul cargo. I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. I have to turn the mic off for a second. But anyways, so it's for cargo. For stealthy cargo. It's not a huge amount of cargo, right? Because, I mean, really and truly, you can't have huge amounts of cargo in a ship and it be a stealthy ship. There's just no way. It's not happening, right? So when we talk about what it's worth, again, everybody's gameplay is different. Some people like just the small oh gosh, I'm sneezing, crazy. Some people like small ships. I personally like smaller ships than bigger ships. Like, some people are all about the capital ships. Some people want the Idris, they want the Polaris, they want all these huge ships. I'm not particularly like that. Now, the biggest ship I have is the Ironclad, because I don't have a dedicated big cargo ship, but I'm trading it for the Assault, just out of the fact that the Assault has the fabricator for components, and you can repair vehicles and ships that'll fit in its little bay. So you can repair small things, which is cool, ships or vehicles. And I like that aspect of it. And I'm only losing 400 SEU out of, 1,500 for the regular Ironclad. So I can still hard cargo all day, still 1,100 SEU, and have a little bit more fun with it. And it has a little more utility, in my opinion. It works for my gameplay. Everyone's gameplay is different. So when we're talking about what's worth it and what's not, for me, yes, it was cheaper as I thought it would be, because now it went down from a personnel dropship to a 2-person utility dropship, and it was cheaper. It was $275 on the store, and I thought it was worth it for me. I melted down the Novatake that has literally 0 uses, and it still bounces. I don't know if I showed it in one of my other videos, but I tested it in PTU, and it still bounces, and it clipped through the ramp door for the Asgard. So it really it doesn't make sense. It drifts. It handles terribly. It's not worth me having. I'd rather trade that in and bought this ship, and I love it. It was definitely a good move for me. It may not be a good move for somebody else. Again, if you're looking for a medium-sized transport, there's countless other ships. I would definitely say the Asgard is probably at the top of that list for sure because it holds a lot of cargo and it's not a slouch. 6 size 3s, 1 size 4 turret that a person can get in. It only takes 2 people to man that thing. It's got lots of space, lots of capabilities, lots of applications. It's a great ship. I have it as well. I love it. The Corsair, my number 1. Love that ship. 6 guns for the pilot. 4 size 4s, 2 size 5s. Absolutely perfect. It's been through a lot of stuff, but it's still glorious when they gave all 6 guns back to the pilot. 76 or 78 SU, plenty of cargo space to do things with. It'll fit anything rover size or smaller. Perfect cargo ship, 4-man crew. It has 3 turrets, 2 man, 1 remote. It is a good ship. And it's a little bit cheaper than this. I think it was like $270. I don't know if it still is or not, but it should be still the same. Cutlass Black. It actually, I believe, it has the same armaments, 2 size 4s and 2 size 3s, if I'm not mistaken. But it's got cargo space. I mean, it's got a little more than this, I do believe, but it's still a good ship. Plenty of other medium-sized cargo ships you could have. Me personally, I have a lot, but I just love this ship. I love the silhouette. I love that it's a stealth ship. It's super awesome, and I could justify it for being $275. So that was my rant for today about the Experian Prowler Util. I love this thing. I love this paint. I would say, if you are an alien ship lover and you just love the possible applications for it, then this ship is definitely for you. But if you don't, if you are a lot of these people that don't think that it's worth it because of the small amount of SEU, then you don't have to buy it. It's fine. There's a lot of other ships. That's the beautiful part about Star Citizen. Lots of ships, lots of customization you can do to it to make it your own and have fun with it. That's the whole point. So get out there in the verse, have lots of fun. Don't worry about everybody else or what everyone else is saying. Do what you feel is best for you and do what works for your gameplay. Alright, this is Raptor Spiritus signing off, and I'll see you guys in the verse.